California DMV Written Exam 2026 CA Driving Permit Test DMV Written Test Practice Mock Test 5.
Question 1. Yellow lines separate. Option A. Traffic lanes on one-way streets. Option B. Traffic moving in opposite directions on two-way roads. Option C. All carpool lanes from regular traffic lanes. Option D. Parking areas.
The correct answer is option B, traffic moving in opposite directions on two-way roads.
Yellow lines mark the center of a road used for two-way traffic. A solid yellow center line indicates that drivers may not cross the line to pass. A broken yellow center line indicates that drivers may cross the line to pass, but only if passing would not interfere with traffic.
Question 2. What is a no zone? Option A. The blind spot of a large vehicle. Option B. A special speed zone. Option C. A marked parking area. Option D. A tunnel lane.
The correct answer is option A, the blind spot of a large vehicle.
No zones are the large blind spots around trucks and other large vehicles. Drivers of smaller vehicles should avoid lingering in no zones.
Question 3. When changing lanes, you should: Option A. Rely only on mirrors. Option B. Begin signaling only after moving. Option C. Change lanes without checking blind spots. Option D. Always check your blind spot.
The correct answer is option D. Always check your blind spot.
Other cars and motorcycles are often hidden in the vehicle's blind spot, so be sure to glance over your shoulder before you begin a lane change. Begin signaling 100 feet before changing lanes or turning in a residential area. Signal 5 seconds in advance when changing lanes on a freeway.
Question 4. When turning or changing lanes, you must: Option A. Always signal your intentions, even when no visible traffic is present. Option B. Signal only if there is visible traffic. Option C. Signal only when driving at night. Option D. Signal only when driving in heavy traffic at night.
The correct answer is option A. Always signal your intentions, even when no visible traffic is present. Always signal your intentions when changing lanes, turning, or pulling away from a curb. Do not allow yourself to become lazy and form the bad habit of not following this law.
Question 5. When you see a flashing yellow light at an intersection, you should: Option A. Yield to all traffic before crossing the intersection. Option B. Stop, then enter the intersection when it is safe to do so. Option C. Slow down and cross the intersection carefully. Option D. Stop for as long as the red lights are flashing.
The correct answer is option C. Slow down and cross the intersection carefully.
A flashing yellow light at an intersection indicates that drivers should slow to a safe and reasonable speed and proceed with caution.
Question 6. Sudden wind gusts on highways. Option A. Generally affect only the movement of large vehicles. Option B. Only cause visibility problems. Option C. Can cause problems for all vehicles. Option D. Never affects steering.
The correct answer is option C. Can cause problems for all vehicles.
While it can create special problems for large vehicles, strong wind can cause problems for all drivers. Wind can lower visibility by blowing dirt and dust into the roadway, but it can sometimes also physically move a vehicle.
Question 7. When driving in rain, you should: Option A. Use low beam headlights. Option B. Use high beam headlights. Option C. Use parking lights only. Option D. Use no lights.
The correct answer is option A. Use low beam headlights.
Low beam headlights improve visibility in rain without creating as much glare as high beams.
Question 8. When you want to change lanes, you should never: Option A. Move into another lane while within an intersection. Option B. Check your blind spot by looking over your shoulder. Option C. Signal your intention. Option D. Check your mirrors.
The correct answer is option A. Move into another lane while within an intersection.
You should never change lanes within an intersection. Before changing lanes, always look over your shoulder to check your blind spot. Be alert to other drivers moving into the same lane.
Question 9. You come to an intersection with a flashing red light. You must: Option A. Slow down and drive carefully through the intersection. Option B. Turn either right or left, since the road is blocked ahead. Option C. Stop at the intersection and wait for a flashing green light. Option D. Stop at the intersection, then proceed as traffic allows.
The correct answer is option D. Stop at the intersection, then proceed as traffic allows.
A flashing red light means that you must come to a full stop and then proceed when the way is clear.
Question 10. A steady yellow traffic signal light is a warning that the light is about to change to red. If you are already within the intersection when a green light changes to yellow, you should, option A, stop in the intersection and wait. Option B, continue moving and clear the intersection safely. Option C, increase your speed suddenly. Option D, back up from the intersection.
The correct answer is option B. Continue moving and clear the intersection safely.
If you are already within an intersection, when the traffic light turns yellow, you should clear the intersection as quickly as possible.
Question 11. There's an approaching emergency vehicle using its flashing lights and siren. You should, option A, slow down and keep moving. Option B, maintain your speed. Option C, pull over to the right and stop. Option D, stop in the middle of the lane. The correct answer is option C, pull over to the right and stop.
You must yield the right of way to police vehicles, fire engines, ambulances, or other emergency vehicles using sirens, air horns, or red or blue flashing lights. When you see or hear an emergency vehicle approaching from any direction, you must pull over to the right edge of the road, or as near to the right edge as possible, and stop your vehicle.
Question 12. When driving in fog, you should, option A, slow down and use your low-beam headlights. Option B, slow down and use your high-beam headlights. Option C, turn your lights on and off to warn other drivers. Option D, use parking lights only.
The correct answer is option A. Slow down and use your low beam headlights.
When driving in fog, you should slow down and use your low beam headlights. If the fog is so bad that you cannot see, pull off the road and wait for the fog to clear.
Question 13. If you experience a tire blowout, option A, tap or pump the brakes. Option B, slow down gradually and use your brakes lightly. Option C, apply the brakes firmly and quickly. Option D, avoid coming to a complete stop before merging with traffic.
The correct answer is option B, slow down gradually and use your brakes lightly.
If you experience a tire blowout, you should slow down gradually by taking your foot off of the accelerator. Do not apply the brakes until the vehicle has slowed considerably.
Question 14. When approaching a steady yellow traffic light, drivers should, option A, slow to a stop unless they are already within the intersection. Option B, check to see what the cars next to them are doing. Option C, speed up to clear the intersection. Option D, proceed without slowing.
The correct answer is option A, slow to a stop, unless they are already within the intersection.
A steady yellow traffic light indicates that a red light is about to appear. Stop unless you are already within the intersection.
Question 15. A broken yellow center line means that? Option A, passing is not permitted. Option B, passing on the right is permitted when the way ahead is clear. Option C, passing on the left is permitted when the way ahead is clear. Option D, changing lanes is always unsafe.
The correct answer is option C. Passing on the left is permitted when the way ahead is clear.
A broken yellow centerline means that a driver may cross the centerline to pass another vehicle on the left as long as there is no oncoming traffic. Drivers should never cross a solid yellow centerline in order to pass.
Question 16. A diamond-shaped sign. Option A, warns of existing or possible hazards. Option B, alerts drivers to school zones. Option C, alerts drivers to public recreation areas. Option D, alerts drivers to upcoming food and gas locations.
The correct answer is option A, warns of existing or possible hazards.
Diamond-shaped signs warn drivers of existing or potential driving hazards. You will usually see these signs in yellow or orange.
Question 17. There is no crosswalk and you see a pedestrian crossing your lane ahead. You should, option A, make eye contact with and then pass the pedestrian. Option B, slow down as you pass the pedestrian. Option C, stop and let the pedestrian finish crossing the street. Option D, speed up immediately.
The correct answer is option C. Stop and let the pedestrian finish crossing the street.
At an intersection where traffic is not controlled by traffic signal lights, drivers are required to yield the right, of way to pedestrians within any crosswalk, marked or unmarked. Even if there is no crosswalk, yield to the pedestrian. Question 18. The center of the roadway is marked with one solid yellow line and one broken yellow line. If the broken yellow line is directly next to your traffic lane, it means option A, you are not allowed to pass in this area. Option B, you are in a passing zone, and it is safe for you to pass other vehicles on the left if no oncoming traffic is present. Option C, you are only allowed to make right turns in this area. Option D, passing is permitted from both directions.
The correct answer is option B. You are in a passing zone, and it is safe for you to pass other vehicles on the left if no oncoming traffic is present.
When there is a solid yellow line and a broken yellow line in the center of the road, passing is permitted from the side of the road next to the broken line.
Question 19. How should a driver proceed if, while within an intersection waiting to make a left turn, the traffic signal light turns red? Option A. Wait in the intersection until the light turns green. Option B. Yield to oncoming traffic and complete the turn.
Option C.
Make sure it is clear, then back up from the intersection. Option D. Start in the intersection and wait.
The correct answer is option B. Yield to oncoming traffic and complete the turn.
If a driver making a left turn enters an intersection while the light is green, they may finish the turn even after the light turns red.
Question 20. Regulatory signs are option A, green, option B, yellow, option C, white, option D, blue.
The correct answer is option C. Why?
Regulatory signs inform drivers of specific laws that must be obeyed. Displayed laws may be about traffic direction, lane use, turning, speed, parking, or special situations. Regulatory signs are commonly white squares or rectangles with black, red, or green letters or symbols.
Question 21. When approaching an intersection that is controlled by a flashing red traffic signal, you must, option A, come to a complete stop, yield to oncoming traffic or pedestrians, then proceed. Option B, reduce your speed and proceed with caution. Option C, come to a complete stop and remain stopped as long as the light is red. Option D, proceed without stopping.
The correct answer is option A. Come to a complete stop, yield to oncoming traffic or pedestrians, then proceed.
Treat a flashing red traffic signal the same as you would treat a stop sign. Come to a complete stop, yield to oncoming traffic or pedestrians, and proceed when the way is clear.
Question 22. You come to an intersection displaying a flashing red light. You should, option A, come to a full stop and go when it is safe to do so. Option B, stop only if other cars are also approaching the intersection. Option C, stop only if other cars are already within the intersection. Option D, slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary.
The correct answer is option A. Come to a full stop and go when it is safe to do so.
A flashing red traffic light has the same meaning as a stop sign. You must stop, yield the right of way, and go once it is safe.
Question 23. You may cross double solid yellow lines. Option A, to pass a slow-moving truck. Option B, to turn into a driveway. Option C, to pass another car. Option D, under no conditions.
The correct answer is option B, to turn into a driveway.
Double solid lines indicate that you may not pass or change lanes. You cannot cross the lines unless it is to turn left to enter or exit a highway, to turn into or from a driveway, or to make a U-turn where permitted.
Question 24. Regulatory signs are usually blank and should always be obeyed. Option A, white. Option B, blue. Option C, green. Option D, orange.
The correct answer is option A, white. Regulatory signs regulate the movement of traffic. They are usually white with black markings and must always be obeyed by motorists.
Question 25. A diamond-shaped sign means option A, yield. Option B, stop. Option C, warning. Option D, school crossing.
The correct answer is option C. Warning.
Diamond-shaped signs are used to warn drivers of special conditions or hazards ahead. They are typically yellow or orange in color.
Question 26. When you hear the siren or see the flashing lights of an approaching emergency vehicle, you should, option A, slow down until it passes you. Option B, drive to the right side of the road and stop. Option C, motion for the emergency vehicle to pass you. Option D, merge right and keep moving.
The correct answer is option B. Drive to the right side of the road and stop.
Yield the right-of-way to any approaching emergency vehicle that is using its flashing lights or siren, regardless of its direction of travel. You must immediately drive to the right side of the road and stop until the emergency vehicle has passed. If you are within an intersection, pass through the intersection before coming to a stop on the right side of the road.
Question 27. When driving behind a motorcycle, you should, option A, follow closely because motorcycles are smaller. Option B, keep the same distance as normal traffic. Option C, allow extra following distance. Option D, use high beams at all times.
The correct answer is option C. Allow extra following distance.
Motorcycles can stop quickly and are more affected by road hazards. Allowing extra following distance gives you more time to react safely.
Question 28. To change lanes you should. Option A. Check your mirrors and signal, then change lanes. Option B. Signal, check your mirrors, check your blind spot in the direction you plan to move, then change lanes. Option C. Signal, check your mirrors and change lanes. Option D. Signal and change lanes.
The correct answer is option B. Signal, check your mirrors, check your blind spot in the direction you plan to move, then change lanes.
Before changing lanes, you should activate your turn signal in the appropriate direction and check your rear view and side mirrors. Look over your shoulder in the direction you plan to move in order to check your blind spot and check the far lane to be sure no one else is trying to enter the same lane as you. Change lanes when you are sure it is safe to do so.
Question 29. A flashing yellow light at an intersection means you should, option A, slow down and proceed with caution. Option B, come to a complete stop as quickly as possible. Option C, stop and proceed only when the intersection is clear. Option D, maintain normal speed without caution.
The correct answer is option A. Slow down and proceed with caution.
When encountering a flashing yellow light at an intersection, you should slow down and proceed with caution. You do not need to come to a complete stop when approaching a flashing yellow light.
Question 30. You are approaching an intersection where a traffic signal is displaying a steady yellow light. If you have not already entered the intersection, you should, option A, speed up to beat the red light. Option B, reduce your speed and proceed carefully through the intersection. Option C, come to a safe stop. Option D, proceed without slowing.
The correct answer is option C. Come to a safe stop.
At an intersection controlled by a steady yellow light, you should bring your vehicle to a safe stop. If you are already within the intersection when the light changes from green to yellow, continue through the intersection at a safe speed.
Question 31. A driver who is taking a non-prescription drug should, option A, read the labels on the drug before driving. Option B, ignore warning labels. Option C, continue driving regardless of warning labels. Option D, drive only during daylight hours. The correct answer is option A. Read the labels on the drug before driving.
Many over-the-counter medications can affect your ability to drive safely. If you take medication, even a remedy for colds or allergies that is not prescribed, check the label for warnings about its effects. If you are unsure, ask your doctor or pharmacist about driving while on the medication.
Question 32. When traffic lights are horizontal, the green light is option A, on the right, option B, in the middle, option C, on the left, option D, on a separate traffic signal.
The correct answer is option A, on the right.
In some metropolitan areas, traffic lights are horizontal instead of vertical. On these signals, the red light is on the left, the yellow light is in the middle, and the green light is on the right.
Question 33. When following closely behind another vehicle at night, you should use option A, your high beams, option B, your low beams, option C, your parking lights, option D, no headlights.
The correct answer is option B, your low beams.
You should use your low beam headlights when you are closer than 500 feet behind another vehicle or when in heavy traffic.
Question 34. The no zone is option A, a term used to describe blind spots around a truck or bus. Option B, a special speed zone. Option C, a designated parking area. Option D, a road shoulder.
The correct answer is option A, a term used to describe blind spots around a truck or bus.
A truck or bus has blind spots on each side, in the rear, and in the front. An automobile cannot be seen in these blind spots. These blind spots are referred to as the no zone.
Question 35. A solid yellow line next to a broken yellow line means that vehicles: Option A, driving in both directions may pass. Option B, next to the broken line may pass. Option C, next to the solid line may pass. Option D, neither direction may pass.
The correct answer is option B. Next to the broken line may pass.
Yellow lines separate lanes of traffic moving in opposite directions. A broken yellow line next to your driving lane means that you may pass.
Question 36. When approaching a flashing red traffic light, drivers should: Option A, drive through the intersection if there is no crossing traffic. Option B, continue driving as they have the right-of-way. Option C, stop if a police officer is nearby. Option D, treat the light like a stop sign.
The correct answer is option D. Treat the light like a stop sign.
Flashing red lights are used at dangerous intersections. Treat them like stop signs.
Question 37. When following another vehicle at night, you should use your Option A, low beams. Option B, high beams. Option C, parking lights. Option D, flash your lights at them.
The correct answer is option A, low beams.
Use your low beam headlights when following a vehicle at a distance of 300 feet or closer. High beams can reduce visibility when shining directly into a driver's face or mirrors. Question 38. A red and white triangular sign at an intersection means: Option A, slow down if an emergency vehicle is approaching. Option B, look both ways as you cross the intersection. Option C, always come to a full stop at the intersection. Option D, slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary.
The correct answer is option D. Slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary.
A triangular red and white yield sign means that you must decrease speed as you approach an intersection and yield the right-of-way to any vehicles or pedestrians in the intersection. You must be prepared to stop if conditions require it.
Question 39. Downward-facing triangular signs. Option A. Indicate school zones. Option B. Tell drivers to yield.
Option C.
Indicate construction zones. Option D. Indicate railroad crossings.
The correct answer is option B. Tell drivers to yield.
Downward-facing triangular signs usually indicate that drivers should yield. Once the road is clear of traffic or pedestrians and it is safe to do so, drivers may proceed.
Question 40. When driving behind another vehicle at night, you should: Option A, keep your headlights on the low beam setting. Option B, use high beam headlights when following another vehicle closely. Option C, use your high beam headlights. Option D, turn off your headlights.
The correct answer is option A. Keep your headlights on the low beam setting.
Use high beam headlights only when driving in rural areas and when other cars are not nearby. Lower your headlights to their low beam setting when you are following closely behind another driver.
Question 41. If you approach a flashing red traffic light, you: Option A, are traveling in the wrong direction. Option B, must treat the intersection as if it is controlled by a stop sign. Option C, may not proceed until it changes to green. Option D, proceed without stopping.
The correct answer is option B. Must treat the intersection as if it is controlled by a stop sign.
Treat a flashing red light the same as a stop sign. Come to a complete stop at the stop line or, if there is no stop line, prior to the crosswalk and before entering the intersection. Yield to all other traffic and pedestrians.
Question 42. When approaching an intersection controlled by a flashing yellow light, you must: Option A, come to a complete stop at the intersection. Option B, maintain your normal speed. Option C, slow down and proceed with caution. Option D, speed up through the intersection.
The correct answer is option C. Slow down and proceed with caution.
A traffic signal displaying a flashing yellow light indicates that you should be alert and proceed with caution. Slow down when approaching a flashing yellow traffic signal.
Question 43. When approaching a steady green traffic light, drivers should: Option A, continue driving unless there are vehicles or pedestrians already in the intersection. Option B, stop if the intersection is clear. Option C, treat it like a four-way stop. Option D, enter even if traffic is blocking the intersection.
The correct answer is option A. Continue driving unless there are vehicles or pedestrians already in the intersection.
When approaching an intersection with a steady green traffic light due to pedestrians in the crosswalk and vehicles still in the intersection, you may continue driving but should approach the intersection at a speed that will allow you to slow down and stop if the light changes before you get there.
Question 44. If your car starts to skid, turn your steering wheel, option A, to keep the front wheels straight, option B, in the direction you want the vehicle to go, option C, in the opposite direction of the skid, option D, in any direction, it does not matter.
The correct answer is option B, in the direction you want the vehicle to go. If your vehicle goes into a skid, you should turn the steering wheel in the direction you want the vehicle to go. As soon as the vehicle begins to straighten out, turn the steering wheel back the other way.
Question 45. Drinking coffee after drinking alcohol. Option A, decreases blood alcohol concentration. Option B, cancels the effect of the alcohol. Option C, has no effect on blood alcohol concentration. Option D, increases blood alcohol concentration.
The correct answer is option C, has no effect on blood alcohol concentration.
Drinking coffee will not reduce your blood alcohol concentration BAC. While it may help you to stay awake, it cannot change your blood alcohol concentration BAC or make you sober.
Question 46. When changing lanes, you should never. Option A. Look over your shoulder to check your blind spot. Option B. Change lanes abruptly or spontaneously. Option C. Check for other vehicles moving into the same lane. Option D. Change lanes without checking mirrors.
The correct answer is option B. Change lanes abruptly or spontaneously.
When changing lanes, you must be sure that there are no vehicles in the space you want to enter. Check for other vehicles behind and to the side of your vehicle by checking your mirrors and blind spots. Always use the proper turn signal before changing lanes to allow surrounding vehicles time to react to your movements.
Question 47. When may you drive around or under a lowered railroad crossing gate? Option A, when you can see clearly in both directions. Option B, never. Option C, when warning lights are not flashing. Option D, when you do not see a train coming.
The correct answer is option B, never.
If you come to a railroad crossing controlled by lowered gates or flashing lights, you must stop. Do not go around or under any lowered gate at a railroad crossing. Once the gate is raised, do not proceed across the tracks until you can see clearly in both directions and are sure there are no trains coming.
Question 48. A flashing yellow light at an intersection means that you should. Option A. Slow down and proceed with care. Option B. Continue normally through the intersection. Option C. Stop and proceed when a green light appears. Option D. Stop and proceed when the way is clear.
The correct answer is option A. Slow down and proceed with care.
A flashing yellow light at an intersection means caution. If you approach such a light, slow down, look, and proceed with care.
Question 49. To check your blind spot before changing lanes. Option A. Look into the left side mirror. Option B. Look into the right side mirror. Option C. Look into the rearview mirror. Option D. Look over your shoulder in the direction you plan to move.
The correct answer is option D. Look over your shoulder in the direction you plan to move.
To check your blind spot before changing lanes, you should look over your shoulder in the direction that you plan to move.
Question 50. What should you do if you are being approached by an emergency vehicle using its flashing lights? Option A. Pull over to the right side of the road and come to a complete stop. Option B. Continue driving, but try to stay out of its way. Option C. See if you can reach your destination before the emergency vehicle catches up to you. Option D. Use the brakes lightly.
The correct answer is option A. Pull over to the right side of the road and come to a complete stop.
The law requires motorists to move over for police cars, fire trucks, and ambulances using flashing lights and sirens or air horns. Drivers should pull over to the right edge of the road, or as near to the right edge as possible. If you are in an intersection, drive through the intersection before pulling over.
Question 51. If you drink alcohol socially, what helps ensure safe driving? Option A. Drink coffee before driving. Option B. Ride home with a friend who has not been drinking. Option C. Take a cold shower before driving. Option D. Stop drinking shortly before driving. The correct answer is option B. Ride home with a friend who has not been drinking.
One strategy to avoid driving while impaired or intoxicated is to arrange for a ride home with a friend who does not drink. Drinking coffee or taking a cold shower cannot reduce your blood alcohol content or reduce the effects of alcohol. On average, it takes about an hour for the body to eliminate the alcohol from a single drink.
Question 52. When driving at night, you should, option A, always use your high beams. Option B, look directly at the headlights of an oncoming vehicle. Option C, increase your following distance. Option D, drive faster because traffic is lighter.
The correct answer is option C. Increase your following distance.
Increase your following distance when it is difficult to see due to darkness. Use headlights to increase visibility, following the rules for proper use of high beams and low beams. Avoid looking directly at the headlights of an oncoming vehicle to avoid being blinded by the glare.
Question 53. To avoid hydroplaning while driving in rainy conditions, you should, option A, speed up through the water. Option B, brake hard immediately. Option C, slow down. Option D, turn sharply.
The correct answer is option C, slow down.
When driving too quickly in wet conditions, your tires may lose all contact with the road surface. Loss of traction will cause the vehicle to ride on top of the water, which is called hydroplaning. The best way to prevent this from happening is to drive more slowly in rainy or wet conditions than you would when driving during ideal weather conditions.
Question 54. A flashing red traffic light at an intersection means option A, slow down before entering. Option B, stop before entering. Option C, stop and wait for the green light. Option D, yield.
The correct answer is option B, stop before entering.
A flashing red signal means stop. After coming to a stop, you may proceed once it is safe, observing all right-of-way rules.
Question 55. Drivers entering a roundabout or traffic circle must. Option A, always stop before entering. Option B, yield to drivers already in the roundabout or traffic circle. Option C, have the right-of-way if there is one lane. Option D, have the right-of-way if there are two lanes.
The correct answer is option B. Yield to drivers already in the roundabout or traffic circle.
Drivers entering a roundabout or traffic circle must yield the right-of-way to drivers already in the circle.
Question 56. You are driving on a divided multi-lane highway and see or hear the signal of an approaching emergency vehicle. You should, option A, slow down, move your vehicle to provide a clear path for the emergency vehicle, and stop. Option B, increase your speed to get out of the way of the emergency vehicle. Option C, stop in the middle of the lane. Option D, keep driving in your lane.
The correct answer is option A, slow down. Move your vehicle to provide a clear path for the emergency vehicle, and stop.
If you hear the siren or see the flashing lights of an emergency vehicle, you must slow down, provide a clear path for the vehicle, and stop. Do not try to outdrive the emergency vehicle.
Question 57. A flashing yellow traffic signal at an intersection means. Option A, you should treat the signal like a stop sign. Option B, stop, yield to all cross traffic before crossing in the intersection. Option C, slow down and be alert at the upcoming intersection. Option D, proceed without slowing.
The correct answer is option C. Slow down and be alert at the upcoming intersection.
A flashing yellow signal means proceed with caution. You should slow down and be alert before entering the upcoming intersection and must yield to any pedestrians, bicycles, or vehicles in the intersection. However, you do not have to stop. Question 58. A steady green traffic light at an intersection means option A, stop and wait. Option B, speed up immediately. Option C, you may continue through the intersection at a safe and reasonable speed if it is clear to do so. Option D, ignore pedestrians in the intersection.
The correct answer is option C. You may continue through the intersection at a safe and reasonable speed if it is clear to do so.
A steady green traffic light indicates that the driver may continue through the intersection. The driver should yield to traffic or pedestrians already in the intersection and proceed when the intersection is clear.
Question 59. When using a roundabout, drivers should. Option A, yield to traffic already in the roundabout. Option B, yield to entering traffic. Option C, drive in a clockwise direction. Option D, stop inside the roundabout.
The correct answer is option A, yield to traffic already in the roundabout.
A roundabout is a circular intersection that flows in a counterclockwise direction around a central island and usually does not include a traffic signal. Entering motorists must yield to traffic already in the roundabout, follow the circle to the right, and exit onto their desired roadway.
Question 60. When driving in fog, rain, or snow, use option A, low beams, option B, high beams, option C, fog lights only, option D, turn off your headlights.
The correct answer is option A, low beams.
Low beam headlights should be used in fog, rain, and snow. The light from high beams will reflect back to the driver under these weather conditions, causing a glare that will make it difficult to see ahead.
Question 61. A yellow and black diamond-shaped sign. Option A warns you about conditions on or near the road. Option B helps direct you to cities and towns ahead. Option C tells you about traffic laws and regulations. Option D tells you about road construction ahead.
The correct answer is option A, warns you about conditions on or near the road.
Warning signs, which tell you about conditions on or near the road ahead, are usually diamond-shaped with black symbols or words on a yellow background.
Question 62. How can you lower the risk of hydroplaning? Option A. Do not speed when the roads are wet. Option B. Use tires with proper air pressure. Option C. Replace tires that have bad tread. Option D. All of the above.
The correct answer is option D, all of the above.
Hydroplaning happens when a vehicle glides on top of water between its tires and the road. Proper tire pressure, good tread, and slower speeds on wet roads all reduce the risk.
Question 63. If traffic ahead would cause you to block an intersection, you should option A, enter on a yellow light. Option B, enter on a green light and wait. Option C, honk until traffic moves. Option D, wait before entering the intersection.
The correct answer is option D. Wait before entering the intersection.
Drivers should not enter an intersection unless they can clear it. Waiting before entering keeps cross traffic from being blocked.
Question 64. A driver approaching a flashing red traffic signal must option A, slow down at the light. Option B, drive carefully without stopping. Option C, merge to the right. Option D, stop before entering the intersection.
The correct answer is option D. Stop before entering the intersection. A flashing red light means that you must stop, yield to traffic and pedestrians, and go only when it is safe. At a railroad crossing, a flashing red light indicates that a train is approaching. Yield to the train, and go only when the lights have stopped flashing and all other active warning devices deactivate.
Question 65. A flashing red signal means option A, slow down. Option B, the same thing as a stop sign. Option C, caution, there may be danger. Option D, look both ways and then proceed.
The correct answer is option B, the same thing as a stop sign.
Like a stop sign. A red flashing light at an intersection means that you must come to a complete stop before entering the intersection. If you are facing a red flashing light at an intersection at which cross traffic is not required to stop, you may proceed only when the intersection is clear and when you will not interfere with the right-of-way of cross traffic.
Question 66. You may drive around lowered gates at a railroad crossing. Option A, when the train has passed. Option B, under no circumstances. Option C, when the lights have stopped flashing. Option D, when other drivers drive around the gates.
The correct answer is option B, under no circumstances.
You are required to stop at all railroad crossings when signals warn of an approaching train. These signals may include flashing red lights, a lowered crossing gate, a flagger signaling, or a train's audible signal of warning. Do not attempt to go around a lowered gate.
Question 67. What does a single dashed yellow line separating traffic mean? Option A, drivers may pass if it is safe to do so. Option B, both lanes travel in the same direction. Option C, drivers may not pass. Option D, drivers may pass even if it could be dangerous.
The correct answer is option A. Drivers may pass if it is safe to do so.
Yellow lines separate traffic moving in opposite directions. A single dashed yellow line in the center of a road indicates that vehicles traveling in both directions are permitted to pass. Drivers may only begin a pass if they will not interfere with any oncoming traffic.
Question 68. A broken yellow line alongside a solid yellow line means option A, passing on the left is permitted from either direction. Option B, passing is permitted from the lane next to the broken line. Option C, Passing is permitted from the lane next to the solid line. Option D. Passing is not allowed from either direction.
The correct answer is option B. Passing is permitted from the lane next to the broken line.
A broken yellow line alongside the solid yellow line means that passing is allowed from the lane on the side next to the broken line.
Question 69. When approaching a flashing yellow light, drivers should, option A, increase their speed, option B, come to a complete stop, option C, turn on their headlights, option D, slow down and proceed with caution.
The correct answer is option D. Slow down and proceed with caution.
A flashing yellow light warns of a hazard. Slow down and proceed with caution.
Question 70. When traffic lights are horizontal instead of vertical, the red light is option A, on the right, option B, in the middle, option C, on the left, option D, on a separate traffic signal.
The correct answer is option C, on the left.
In some metropolitan areas, traffic lights are horizontal instead of vertical. On these signals, the red light is on the left, the yellow light is in the middle, and the green light is on the right.
Question 71. Pen and shaped signs indicate option A, school zones, option B, no passing zones, option C, speed limits, option D, railroad crossings. The correct answer is option B, no passing zones.
Pen and shaped signs usually indicate no passing zones. Text will also be on the sign to confirm that it is a no passing zone.
Question 72. Under ideal driving conditions, a driver should maintain at least what following distance? Option A, 1 second. Option B, 2 seconds. Option C, 3 seconds. Option D, 10 seconds.
The correct answer is option C. 3 seconds.
To help you maintain a safe following distance, you should follow the 3-second plus rule. If the vehicle in front of you passes an object 3 seconds before your vehicle reaches the same object, you are likely driving with a safe following distance. Extend your following distance anytime conditions are less than ideal.
Question 73. A broken yellow line between two lanes of traffic means. Option A. Both lanes of traffic are going in the same direction. Option B. Passing is permitted when it is safe. Option C. Passing is not permitted. Option D. A complete stop is required.
The correct answer is option B. Passing is permitted when it is safe.
Dashed yellow line separates single lanes of traffic moving in opposite directions. Passing is allowed when there is no oncoming traffic in the passing lane.
Question 74. Before you change lanes, you should check your mirrors and option A. Never look over your right shoulder. Option B. Always slow down in your traffic lane. Option C. Glance over your shoulder. Option D. Change lanes without signaling.
The correct answer is option C, glance over your shoulder.
Before changing lanes, it is very important to check behind you. You should look over your shoulder to ensure that you are not getting in the way of vehicles in the lane you want to enter. Before changing lanes, you should also ensure that no drivers are attempting to drive into the same spot from a different lane.
Question 75. A broken yellow centerline indicates that option A, passing on the left is permitted when the way ahead is clear. Option B, use caution and slow down. Option C, the road narrows ahead. Option D, the road ends ahead.
The correct answer is option A. Passing on the left is permitted when the way ahead is clear.
A broken yellow centerline next to your side of the road indicates that traffic may cross the centerline to pass from your side of the road.